Raise your words, not your voice. It is rain that grows flowers, not thunder. People often equate loud voices with strength, intelligence, and power. However, this is not always the case. Speaking in a quiet voice can be just as effective when you're trying to communicate with others. When you speak in a low voice, people will generally listen more carefully. This is because they will have to strain to hear you. Additionally, low voices tend to carry more easily than high voices. This means that you can more easily reach people who are further away from you. Finally, when you speak in a low voice, it will sometimes seem more authoritative. Stop the noise and you will hear his voice silenced. When we feel overwhelmed by the noise and chaos of life, it can be difficult to find peace and quiet. Sometimes we need to take a step back, stop the noise around us, and clear our minds to be able to truly hear his voice. It may be silenced at first, but with patience and an open heart, we can find the space to listen to it and feel the comfort and guidance it provides. There is a stillness in the silence, and we can draw strength from it. Take a moment to be still and listen, and you may find that it is his voice that brings you the peace and clarity you seek. No more words here, only the voice within. Remember, the first thing he said was, "We are beyond words." The words of the wise man echo in our minds, reminding us to listen to the voice within. He stated that we muse use of words, to understand and connect with the greater truth. We must recognize that the power of language is limited and that, to reach our fullest potential, we must embrace the connection between mind and spirit. To do this, we must be willing to look within and be guided by our intuition as it speaks to us in a language that transcends words. Through this inner wisdom, we can find the answers to life's questions and discover the secrets of our true selves. By tapping into this voice within, we can access the depths of our being and there is a voice that doesn't use words. Listen. Listening is an important skill, and it can be really helpful when you're trying to work through a problem. Sometimes, the best solution isn't something that you can put into words. You need to listen to what's going on inside of you and figure out what you need to do. And sometimes, that means letting things just happen without trying to control them. You might not know the answer right away, but that doesn't mean you can't try. Just start listening and see what happens. I am your voice echoing off the walls of God. I am your voice echoing off the walls of God. This phrase has been on my mind for days now. It keeps circling and refusing to leave. I keep trying to push it away, to ignore it, but it just won't go away. I can't shake the feeling that I am responsible for this voice, for what it's telling me. That I am its owner, its creator. It is strange and overwhelming and completely terrifying. A mountain keeps an echo deep inside itself. That's how I hold your voice. I am scrap wood thrown in your fire and quickly reduced to smoke. I remember the day you came to my cabin. The rain was pouring down hard, and you were soaked through. You had lost your way, and I could see the fear in your eyes. You sat down on the nearest log, and I asked you if you were okay. You nodded but didn't speak. I offered to help you find your way, but you shook your head and said that you were fine. That's when I saw the burn on your arm. A mountain keeps an echo deep inside itself. That's how I hold your voice. I am scrap wood thrown in your fire, and quickly reduced to smoke.